What's going on, boys? Nuggets here. Welcome back to another video, the Meta Tactics weekly update post-patch. We got four formations here. We got the 4-2-3-1, which you can also use the 4-3-3. We'll go over that in more detail. The 4-3-1 to a new formation, a new addition that many of you guys have really been enjoying. We've done some testing out over the past couple of weeks on that one. The best narrow system, or one of the best narrow system you can get in the game. The 4-2-2 still retains into this formation a very good pressing formation that many of you guys are liking for all aspects of the pitch, but more of a wide formation. And then you have, of course, the 4-2-4, the ultra attacking formation. If you are losing, to come back and win the game, we're going to go through all the tactics and instructions and take your gameplay to the next level. I'm talking about taking your gameplay to the next level. What about your viewing experience? This video is sponsored by BenQ. Do you want to take your viewing experience to the next level for a full immersive football experience? BenQ have the TH575 projector, one of the best projectors for football experience. Now you can just watch any movie that you want. You can watch your favorite football tournaments with your friends this winter, but also you can do the thing that we all love, and that is play FIFA. Now you can play FIFA with this projector as well. You can view it in full HD 1080p with a low input of 16 ms. It has high brightness as well with 3800 ANSI lumens, and it also has a 10-watt speaker. They also have an exclusive sports and game mode, especially for those that play FIFA and of course watch your favorite football matches. And of course, right now you do get a 3-year warranty. You can extend that 3-year warranty by an extra year to 4 years if you sign up. The link is down below in the description for the TH575 projector. Perfect for a full immersive football experience. Thank you very much, BenQ, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, the link is down below in the description for more information regarding the projector and all about viewing experience. Now, what about the viewing experience on FIFA now? So the 4-2-3-1, one thing we've added this week is slow build-up play. What happened was, when the nerf of ultra attacking and the constant pressure, when it was first came out, people weren't using ultra constant press all the time. But people are realizing now with low stamina, it's still working. So we're going to use the 4-2-3-1 as not only a formation to build up or start the game with, it's also the anti-press formation. So you put forward runs on, so in the final third you're still attacking, but at least in the first 2/3 you're on slow build-up play. You can also use if you want to, you can, of course, just copy and paste these. Just pause the video and you can copy and paste these instructions. You can also use the 4-3-3 third variation here as well if you want to be ultra defensive. But I say, why waste a slot? Keep the 4-2-3-1 here. Put the Vieira SBC in, absolute class play. You want at least one defensive CDM and one more balanced box to box. And then we've got Valverde, and normally what happens here, just added someone new to the team just now, put Valverde as a right back actually, and he gets the job done very, very well. I can always sub him off and put Vasquez there as well, or just put it on a left back and right back. Then we move over to the 4-3-1-2, a new addition. We got pressure on heavy touch, so this is more attacking than the 4-2-3-1. So again, incrementally you go up inside the game. This is just more of a narrow section, so it's pressure on heavy touch. You're not going to have too much stamina draw. So if you start the game on a 4-2-3-1, you can't get through, and then you change to the 4-3-1-2. Pressure on heavy touch is quite conservative in terms of stamina. You only press when there's a good chance of winning the ball, when your opponent takes a heavy touch, so it's not too bad. Pretty balanced, long ball, direct passing, 45 and 7 players inside the box. It's a very, very good narrow attacking formation. And again, the stamina draw, don't worry about it. Pressure and heavy touch is just basically balanced. But then it's kind of like press after possession loss when your opponent takes a big or heavy touch, or when there's a good chance for you to win the ball back. It's not the Guardiola system, but more of a conservative press. It's basically like balance, but AI helps you out a little bit more. Perfect. If you're winning 1-0, I'll probably stay on a 4-2-3-1. But let's say you're drawing or you're losing 1-0, you can go to the 4-3-1-2, especially against the 3-5-2. This works very, very well. And this is going to be the instructions. So we got stay central. Sorry, not stay central. Come back and defense, get it behind for both of them. We didn't put stay central. I know why. Because compared to the 4-1-2-1-2, you lack that CDM, but we have more attacking options with the middle players. We've got the cam on stay forward, get into the box for cross. The idea is that Neymar player is always going to be on stay forward, so you can pass the ball to him and get ready for that counter attack. The left in the mid and right in the mid, very attacking, both on balance to get into the box and cover center. If you really struggle defensively, you can put one of these on stay back while attacking, but I recommend just starting them both on balanced. You have long ball as well, so that you don't have to put get forward on, because the game will say long ball just means getting behind essentially. So don't worry about that. You need still one guy to sit, a Valverde, a Kante, a Vieira, although Kante's a bit slow this year. Stay back, edge of the box for cross, cover centre. This is no CDM though, this is centre mid, so expect it to be high up the pitch as opposed to a 4-1-2-1-2. And the left back and right back, we've got them on stay back, conservative and overlap. If you want to, feel free to increase these on balanced. If you do put them on balanced, however, I would say make sure these players are on cover wing. So if you are going to put your left back and right back on balance, which I wouldn't suggest, but if you are, just make sure you put your left centre back, centre mid and right centre mid on cover wing. And that is what I'd say with the 4-3. Most of the time you will stay on these formations. Now the 4-2-2 would be the pressing formation or the wide formation. So let's say if you're losing, let's say 1-0 or you're drawing, but you feel like your opponent is a bit on the back foot, you think you can apply pressure. Percentage possession loss is a bit more press heavy and can affect stamina a bit more than pressure on heavy touch, because you're pressing every single time you lose the ball. But just increase the depth to be just a bit more wider. Don't forget, unlike the 4-3-1-2, it's very attacking, but it's very hard to press when you've got a narrow system. When you want to press, you want to be as wide as possible. Hence, we've got the 4-2-2. Balanced direct passing, 47, 7 players inside the box. Most of you guys are loving this formation ever since I introduced this last week, and that's the whole idea, introducing new formations. And remember, if you don't like this formation, you can always use the 3-5-2 in this slot. So if you don't want to use the 4-2-2, you can use the 3-5-2 here as well. Do bear that in mind. So if you are used to 3-5-2 and you still prefer 3-5-2 or the 5-2-1-2 over the 4-2-2, just put it in this slot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've got videos on that last week and on my channel. One thing just to note here, these players here, they are wide players. People think the cam are like the Bernardo Silva, KDB. No, these guys are wingers. So you need here personally a winger here. So like someone like a Tecatito, a Papin, a Neymar, and Mbappe, a winger. So I've got one of my strikers stay central, come back in defense, balance. Another one on getting behind. The player that can dribble a lot more and wants to, like the playmaker or the ball receiver, I put them on balanced. Let the game decide what they want to do with them. Whereas the other player's quick, he always makes that run in behind. The Lamb and the Ram, again, don't forget these are wingers. We got them on come back in defense and get into the box for a cross for both of them. Exactly the same. Do not put free roam. You could drift wide, we'll talk about another video. Both CDMs and cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. Now, if you want to make this more attacking, simply just put one of these players on balanced or get forward. That's it. That'll make it much more attacking. Then let's say at half time you're 1-0 down or you're 2-0 down, you want to apply pressure, but you also want to be attacking. Put one player on get forward. I'd recommend the guy next to him, if you are going to put him on get forward, put someone like a medium high work rate. So Vieira, don't really put a high here. Put someone medium high work rates, ideally, or low high work rates, like a Mascherano, I believe is low high. But high, you can still put him on stay back, it works well. But you just want this guy to sit behind and let the rest of the team go forward. Left back and right back still on conservative and overlap, because overlap means they're going to go on the outside. You never want, so example, you never want, for example, your left centre mid going inside and pushing your left attacking mid on the outside. You want the other way around. You want your left back to go on the inside, and then, for example, your Lamb to cut inside. That's the way you want it. And then we have the 4-2-4. I don't think this is going to change. It is probably the most effective formation in comeback, and I'm sure all of you guys have used it, and I just can't get rid of it. It's so good. I was even using it for my icon swaps. You watched my icon swaps video. Constant pressure and fast bullet play. This is the formation where, like, if you're 3-0 down in the first half, you'll use formation. This is the thing. If you go 1-0 down, don't just go straight to the 4-2-4. Just wait. Use the 4-2-2 for a bit. This is like you want to throw the kitchen sink. You've had enough. You're 2-0 down. You really can't get back with a 4-2-2. Then you will use this formation. So if you're 1-0 in the game, you would stay on a 4-2-3-1. If you're drawing, if you're losing, you've got a narrow option and you've got a wide option. And let's say, for example, if you're 2-0 down, you'll go to the 4-2-4. If ever, let's say, for example, you're drawing or you're losing and you come back and you're winning 2-1, stay on that formation for a bit. If you're struggling, go back to the 4-2-3-1. This is your defensive holy grail, if that makes sense. This is your savior. And this is also your savior if you're losing. That's why we've got this is ultra attacking. This is only to be used if you are losing inside the game. Don't forget, everyone come back in defense. That way you're pressing together in a unit. You want to press together in a unit, not with 4 players on stay forward. Because your opponent tries to waste time, you won't get the ball back. We have get forward, cover center, get into the box for both of these players. It's very, very attacking. What I would normally do is I would sub someone like Marquinhos off, and then I'll put someone else here. I'll put like an attacking player here, or I'll put like a striker, something like that. That's what I will do. So most of the time what I'll do is I'll sub off Marquinhos, and then I'll sub off, for example, like this player. I'll put like a winger there, or someone that can play very versatile, like Tecatito. So I'll put Tecatito on left back, like that. Then I sub off this guy for an attacking player like Cristiano Ronaldo, put him in striker, and he'll play like this. And then Marquinhos I normally take off for someone like Nagatomo, who I'm playing there very recently. But that is basically how it works. Anyway, guys, that is, of course, the weekly tactics update. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Thank you again for BenQ for sponsoring this video. Link is down below in the description if you want more information. Don't forget my Patreon, so it's patreon.com/no guys. Links down below in the description as well if you want to get better FIFA. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, of course. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.